What if I told you that time, as we know it, is an illusion? That the past and future exist only in your mind? This single realization has the power to transform your life, just as it did mine over the past 25 years. Stick with me for the next few minutes, and let's unravel this together. Let's start with the past. When you think about it, where does the past exist? The past is nothing more than a collection of memories stored in your mind. It's not a place you can visit or touch. It exists only in your thoughts. And what about the future? The future is merely a projection, an anticipation or prediction based on the patterns and experiences stored in those same memories. So, if the past is gone and the future hasn't happened, the only thing that truly exists is the present. But here's the trick. Our minds love to dwell on the past or worry about the future. When we live this way, we're trapped in a mental loop, shaped by memories that no longer exist and fears of outcomes that may never happen. This illusion of time holds us back. It keeps us from fully experiencing the richness of the present moment, the only moment where life actually happens. 25 years ago, I was stuck. My mind was a constant tug-of-war between regrets about my past and anxieties about my future. It felt like life was slipping through my fingers. Then, I learned this simple truth. Time is an illusion. When I began focusing on the present, my life transformed. Instead of carrying the weight of my past, I saw my memories for what they were, lessons, not chains. Instead of fearing the future, I embraced it as a field of infinite possibilities, shaped by the choices I make now. You might wonder, how can I apply this in my own life? Here are 3 simple steps. Step 1. Pause and breathe. Take a moment to ground yourself. Feel your breath, your body, and your surroundings. Step 2. Observe your thoughts. Notice when your mind drifts to the past or future. Recognize that these are just mental constructs, not reality. Step 3. Act with presence. Focus your energy on what you can do now, no matter how small. The past and future are just stories we tell ourselves, shaped by the thoughts we hold in this very moment. When you embrace this, life becomes lighter, richer, and more meaningful. This understanding changed my life, and now it's your turn. Previously, we explored how time is an illusion and how living in the present can transform your life. Today, we're diving deeper. Let's talk about reality, how it's shaped not by external events, but by your perception. Many modern thinkers, including pioneers in quantum physics, suggest that reality is like a simulation, one that bends to the mental projections of our consciousness. This idea resonates deeply with a principle taught by Neville Goddard. Let's unpack this together. Here's the truth. Our reality isn't fixed. It's perception-based. Think about it. 2 people can experience the same event but interpret it in completely different ways. Why? Because their inner worlds, their thoughts, beliefs, and assumptions shape how they perceive that event. This applies not just to individual experiences, but to the collective as well. Our thoughts and beliefs act like filters, coloring the lens through which we see the world. Some modern thinkers and scientists even liken reality to a simulation, a construct that's not as solid as it appears. But here's the twist. This simulation isn't controlled by some external force. It's shaped by our individual and collective consciousness. This is where the teachings of Neville Goddard come into play. He taught that your assumptions, those beliefs you hold to be true, are like commands you give to this simulation. Persist in an assumption, and the simulation reshapes itself to match. The law of assumption is simple yet profound. An assumption, though false, if persisted in, will harden into fact. Let me share an example. 2 decades ago, I applied this principle in my own life. At first, it felt strange to assume something I couldn't see, but I persisted. Slowly, my external reality began aligning with the assumptions I held in my mind. It wasn't magic. It was the power of perception. How can you use this understanding in your life? Start with these 3 steps. Step 1. Define your desired reality. Ask yourself, what do I truly want? Step 2. Adopt the assumption. Imagine your desired reality as if it already exists. How would you feel, act, and think in that state? Step 3. Persist in the assumption. No matter what your current circumstances look like, hold firm to your belief. Your reality is not fixed. It's a reflection of your inner world, shaped by your thoughts, beliefs, and assumptions. When you understand this, you realize that you are not a passive observer of life. You are its creator. In our journey so far, we've explored the illusion of time and how our assumptions shape reality. Today, we'll go even deeper into this fascinating truth. When you believe something with conviction, it manifests in your world. This isn't wishful thinking. It's about your deeply held beliefs. The universe mirrors your self-concept, reflecting your assumptions back to you in ways you might not even realize. Let's uncover how this works and how you can harness it to transform your life. Imagine the universe as a giant mirror. It doesn't judge or decide, it simply reflects. If you hold positive beliefs about yourself and the world, the universe reflects that positivity back to you. Opportunities, relationships, and circumstances align with your self-concept. But the opposite is also true. If your core beliefs are negative, I'm not enough, life is hard, the universe mirrors those beliefs too. Your outer world is a direct reflection of your inner world. This isn't about fleeting thoughts or surface-level affirmations. It's about conviction. Conviction comes from your subconscious, the part of you that operates below your everyday awareness. It's like the deep current of a river, steering your life in a certain direction. If you're holding a belief deep down, even without realizing it, the universe will reflect it back. For example, if you believe you're unworthy of love, that belief shapes your relationships. If you believe you're destined for success, opportunities will flow to you. The universe doesn't care if your belief is true or false. It only mirrors what you truly believe. I learned this the hard way. Years ago, my life felt stuck. No matter how hard I worked, things just didn't seem to improve. Then I realized my core belief was, life is a struggle. And that belief became my reality. When I changed my belief, my reality followed. It wasn't instant, but as my conviction grew, so did the surrounding changes. The mirror reflected the new me back to me. So how can you apply this in your life? Here are 3 steps to start shifting your beliefs. First, identify your current beliefs. Pay attention to recurring patterns in your life. What do they say about your core beliefs? Second, replace limiting beliefs with empowering ones. Once you've identified a negative belief, choose a new one to replace it. And finally, reinforce your new belief with persistence. Repeat your new belief with conviction through affirmations, visualization, and action. The universe is a mirror, reflecting your deepest beliefs back to you. This realization changed my life, and it can change yours too. Start with your self-concept. Believe in your worth, your potential, and your vision, and watch as the mirror reflects it all back to you.
Until next time, continue living as the conscious creator you are always meant to be. Thanks for watching.